Find the peace in your pain. Start building up. Live your life. Be a diamond in the rough.
All right, how are we doing, everybody? This is the Just Life podcast. My name is Gavin, otherwise known as Vino, and this is
Hayden Acasio, known as White Hat on Instagram.
Yes, sir. So this is our second episode together. We recorded one yesterday with pretty garbage audio quality, but we're adjusting now. So thankfully, this is hopefully sounding better. And for this episode, we basically are just going to go off of a little topic that we have in conversation with each other, enjoy our time, and bouncing it off. So the main topic that we wanted to go into is change, and the change that we're going to be going into over the next couple months, and including our future after that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to just jump off of that, how's it going, man?
Good. This workout routine is hitting us hard and
Right.
fucking up our sleeping schedule. It feels like by 4 o'clock every day, I could definitely knock out for the night.
Right.
And smoking weed on top of that is not very helpful.
Right.
But it's just literally the best and healthiest way to start our mornings. Fucking 5:30 straight to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Hit a quick like 45 to an hour workout and then 15-minute in the sauna. What we did this morning was different. I loved it. We started off just rinsing our hair out in the cold shower, just do like a little quick cold plunge.
Mm-hmm.
Head straight into the sauna, do 15 minutes, come right back out. And then I feel like every time we went, we forgot a towel and it changed
Right,
clothes. So we can't really
exactly.
hit the shower after. But bro,
We're just nasty.
hitting the shower right after the sauna is like the
Right.
cherry on top to that morning.
Right.
Because I don't know, sauna wakes you up for one, and then two, straight into a fucking cold plunge shower.
Right. And you feel
Hits.
fresh.
Yeah.
You feel fresh. Your body feels great, and you're not all wet and sticky.
Yeah,
and
dude,
like
that's the worst part.
that's yeah. When you sit down in your car and you're like
soaking that swamp ass
just
into your
swamp
seats.
ass seat, bro, into the fabric. Oh my god. But yeah, it is an amazing way to start the morning. I mean, we talked about it the other day, and I think we'll continue to talk about it for the
For a
fucking
little-
rest of our
little
lives.
while.
But the sauna is amazing in the morning. To me, it's a mental challenge that you almost have to go through every single day.
Mhm.
You start your morning with, okay, can I sit in here for 15 minutes? And we know you can, but making yourself do it, forcing yourself to do it, and maybe even push your limits, go to 20, 25 as we continue to go along. It's just one of those micro progressions that we can have throughout our lives.
Mhm.
And I think it correlates to our willpower throughout anything else and what we're able to do and force ourselves to achieve. So that's been great.
Making those egg cups this morning, man.
Egg cups. Okay, this was a new addition. I've always talked about wanting to meal prep and start preparing all my meals way ahead of the time, buying stuff in bulk, saving money, saving time essentially, and having a good time cooking because I like
God.
cooking. Cooking is fun. Culinary is great. I took 2 years of it at high school, so I have a very basic understanding of everything. I don't remember all of the crazy French terminology and everything, but I can follow a recipe.
You can cook.
I can cook. That's pretty fun.
I'd be sticking it to the breakfast stuff though.
Breakfast stuff, yeah,
It's too easy.
It's pretty easy. But
And it's bomb.
this morning, so we took 12 different eggs. What? We took 12 eggs. Trying to get all extravagant with the explanation. We took 12 eggs. We cooked up some bacon, cut it up, some cheese, pepper, salt, paprika, just some basic little spices, and made these little egg cups by making. So they were essentially muffins. Is all it was.
Little
You make
egg
it,
muffins.
yeah, a little egg muffin. We call it an egg cup. Put it in the fridge, put it in the freezer, freeze it, and then you got a little snack for later on. So that was a fun thing to make. Very first thing I've pretty much ever meal prepped.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fun. It was really cool, and I think I'll probably be doing it for a lot of different things in the future. Yeah. Oh yeah, adjust your mic so that it's like point it. Yeah.
And we're planning on filming a little cinematic video of us cooking some steaks, cooking some meat.
True.
And just like a whole vibe of a video for later today, around 5 to 6. And I don't know, I really want to get in the routine of wanting to get footage throughout every day.
Mm-hmm.
At least dedicate like 2-3 hours to filming.
Right. Just prioritize.
Yeah, just get
putting
it
in
done.
time.
Because all we got now is time.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things that you just have to commit to. Like the same thing with Ryan, how she has to commit time daily or on a somewhat consistent basis to writing for music. The same exact thing. We got to put in time to, for me at least, I want to write scripts and write storyboards for the content on top of the filming.
Fuck yeah.
But even just going out and just doing whatever with what we have.
Just capturing the moment, dude.
Yeah, just
because that's like the most like, I feel like whenever you view a video that is scripted, like a lot of the dialogue to action to what's the plot of what's going on in the video, you feel it's scripted. Right. But those like perfect videos that are like, oh, this nobody would believe you unless you filmed it or it was on camera. Like those moments are the most like relatable and
like when we set up the camera for Bessie and then we crank it up for the first time and it shoots the exhaust, dude. The muffler pipe out of the exhaust.
That is a perfect
like
terminology for that because it's that was funny as fuck.
That was hilarious, and it's so good that my mom's truck was not there. That would have been
dent and
that would have been an earache. That would have been the end of having Bessie. A bike. That would have been gone the next day.
She would have threw it in the trash or something.
Yeah. Throw it in a bonfire. Funny as fuck.
Throw it in the bonfire.
But yeah, it was an interesting change to starting a meal prep. It's fun. I think that's another thing that we're gonna go about doing. But honestly, man, I think we're kind of on a new journey of just self-regression in a lot of different aspects. I mean, like we said, we're already getting up and on a fairly consistent basis. Can't talk for the future, but we're going to try to stay on it. We've been getting up and going to the gym, eating a fairly good diet, getting some new like meals into our diet and getting a lot of protein. I've been taking creatine. So we're getting physically more in shape. And I think the next aspect is just locking in with the business, or not even business, but just creativity, everything we're doing, and eventually making money off of it. And like I said, it's a new chapter. It's a new era of progression. And so much is going to change, man. I mean, I just made my first calendar. That was kind of crazy. But making that, I'm like, dude, this is a whole new level. Actually being coordinated and scheduled out. It's a lot more reassuring, honestly.
I feel like it's a lot easier for you too, because I don't know, just knowing that, like having that film time coming up in your day, or having the time you have to edit or some shit, just knowing that like it's documented and you have a specific time you have to start and finish, helps you, one, with not smoking, and two, just keeping your mind going.
Exactly.
Because with this, the main struggle I have with this new routine we have is keeping my mind going, like all day, throughout the whole day. Because when it hits 4, I'm done. I'm just trying to lay down and go to sleep.
You get pretty tired.
I think we need, I need to start getting some Celsiuses. Probably snag one of them Red Bulls one time.
Dude, what's interesting is with the schedule, it adds like this weird importance factor to the different tasks I have throughout the day. So if I have the idea that, I want to go film, and then I want to go to do this, and then I want to go hit the gym after, or then I have all these like random ideas, and they're just floating around in my brain, and I tell myself, okay, I'm going to try and do those tomorrow.
It's like living, like what you said earlier in about, what's it called? Therapy. Like what your therapist said, just like your mind is always going to be wandering.
Right.
Unless you have that like topic
kind of like structure almost. Exactly. It's exactly like that. I can have all these ideas of what I want to do, but in the moment I'll forget to do it. And then on top of that, for me, this is a thing that I'm trying to figure out and kind of gain control of. And we've talked about this for forever, but not smoking earlier in the day, kind of just saving it for later in the day when it makes sense and you've gotten everything done. So for me, if I don't have things structured out and I can look at a calendar and know, oh shit, this is the important things I need to get done throughout the day. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. My brain doesn't prioritize things, and then eventually I end up in the garage smoking a bowl, and then most of the stuff doesn't end up getting done. And that's just a self-control thing. But I think putting things on paper, or for me, putting it in a calendar and being able to look at it, look at my phone, it's all structured. It now adds importance to every single hour of your day. And it's like my job. It's structured out in a job in the same way Where when I'm working a 9 to 5, you know that for this amount of time, I'm committed here. This is what I'm doing. I'm clearing the drive. I'm making food. I'm doing this. And these are my responsibilities. Now for me, it's put on paper and right there. And you can kind of see it way better.
I think my struggle is like, it's the same thing. Like my mind wanders into multiple ideas, multiple things I want to plan or do throughout my day. And it always ends with going in the garage, smoking a bowl, and putting something on the TV.
Exactly.
Because it's too easy. Like it's kind of like a challenge as well. Keeping this going and keeping the schedule happening, keeping the filming, the editing, everything going. Never stopping to take a bowl, getting lazy or some shit.
Right, exactly.
I don't know. We gotta treat it like it's the gym.
Literally, it's work. It's not work. It's a priority. But treat it like work. And I think there's a time for everything. So we can schedule out the time to where, yeah, like we know that we have shit to do during the day, and you can look at the calendar and see that, and then you know, oh, after this like point at 4 to 6 or whatever time period that you're scheduled out, it's like we're done for the rest of the night. I can go get dinner, and I know I have a 3 or 4 hour time slot to just do whatever it is I want to do, and that's when you can smoke and not feel guilty, and then it makes sense. Because I mean, we're stoners. It's just is what it is, and I don't really, how would I say this? I don't want to be a stoner in the fact that I don't want to be looked at and have my personality kind of built around it to where it is like, oh, I'm lazy. I'm not doing anything. It's a stereotypical thing.
It's crazy because you can find that in a person real quick. Like from, I don't know, there's countless shit. Like a lot with me is like a lot of my main friends became like major stoners and all of them were skaters. And when that first year of smoking hit, no more skating. No more going out getting clips together. No like going on missions to go get clips or some shit. It's all just, you want to go to the same park we go to every day and smoke.
Go smoke
and occasionally skate around.
Right.
Like that's just what it turned into. I'm like, fuck. And with me, I'm like a active smoker. Like I can't smoke and just sit there and smoke.
I agree.
Like I love like going on a hike, getting to the top of that peak and being able, I can spark a joint now, just relax, enjoy the view. Shit like that. That's what I love the most. Or same thing with snowboarding.
Right.
It's like the highlight of the trip, basically. It's not necessarily the highlight, it's just the reward.
It's like a cherry on top. To me, it's like not to use woo-woo words, but it's mindful smoking is just the thing that we're looking for. Like I don't want to smoke how do you describe it? Just inadvertently. This is just a thing I do. It's a habit. You're stuck to it.
Yeah.
You do it because it's in the day, and if you have a bad time, you're used to just smoking to not have a bad time.
Yeah.
It's more doing it in a conscious effort when the time makes sense, and by your decision with the people that you want to do it with. I guess for me, in the same way that I treat alcohol, I've mentioned this to you, is alcohol for me, I don't really, it's also just a different substance in general. I don't like drinking as much. I feel like shit after.
Don't you notice people that drink first before smoking likes drinking more, and then if you smoke first for your first substance, you're like smoking more. I think it's always based on your first experience of exploring through the substances.
And it's influence. What are you being influenced by?
Yeah.
If you grow up in a culture that is only drinking, you're most likely going to start drinking. But my family are potheads.
Both of our families are potheads.
So
it's more of a blessing honestly, for our parents to smoke than drink.
Right, than drink, 100%. But for me, I don't like drinking. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy it on occasion, but it just makes me feel like shit. I feel all right in the moment, but the next day, dude, you feel like you just missed out on sleep. Like you slept 4 hours when you did like 8 to 10.
Your body just feels fucking broken, and all the carbs you drank.
Put on weight, or I put on weight. I don't have a fast enough metabolism to stop it.
Dude, it's just like, it's not the feeling I like. And Especially when you get older, you get that beer belly.
Yeah, right.
Like, fuck that, dude. I'm trying to stay active my whole life.
That's what I'm saying.
Be able to go on a hike and not feel like my gut is weighing me down.
Right. So that's for me. On like, quite honestly, I probably drink once every 3 to 4 weeks, once a month, on interesting occasion. Yeah, but that's how I want it to be with smoking weed, to where I do it mindfully to smoke weed rather than smoking weed while I do anything else. You know what I mean?
I just hate, like, weed is an emotional and physical crutch. You could use it as, oh, I'm depressed. I'm not liking life right now. I'm gonna smoke a bowl. Oh, I'm super sore and I don't want to move, so I'm gonna smoke a bowl. Like,
oh, I got free time.
Yeah, like it's
like, I'm upset.
It's literally like it could be a crutch for anything possible. Right.
Well, I mean, in a way, like anything that gives you a dopamine rush or some sort of dopamine dependency can do that, like sugar or food, or. But with weed, especially smoking young, that's the big thing. Is when your brain develops alongside it. When you stop smoking weed, now this substance that your brain has been used to and uses as a crutch for emotional dependency for the past
5 years.
5 years is now gone, and now you don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, there's been times where I couldn't smoke weed, and it's the end of the world. I'm like tweaking out.
Right.
I need a bowl or anything that I could get my hands on, and I'm like, fuck this, dude. Like, this is not what I want.
It's lame.
And I miss those days where, remember those days you didn't think about shit.
Right.
You thought about going outside and hanging out with
it's not
your
even that
friends.
far. That's the thing. So I was listening to a Rogan podcast with Duncan Trussell. I fucking love Duncan. Amazing man. He's the guy that made the Midnight Gospel show. Super cool.
Oh, he lived with them for a couple days.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so lit.
Super cool. And what Duncan was talking about, so interesting. He was smoking nicotine for a while. So like all the vapes and shit, different flavors. And all of a sudden, so that's just a side subject, but his big thing is he found out he has diabetes. And he's like, oh shit, like my blood sugar, I gotta get everything in order. I gotta change my diet and everything.
Sugar in it. A lot of sugar.
So he cuts out his entire diet, still ripping this vape, and he's still getting these like sugar spikes. And eventually he realizes, oh, it's the fucking cherry cola vape flavor that I have that I've just been ripping all day. So he cuts that out entirely. But my point being is he was saying that, oh, everybody talks about it, the withdrawals, it's so terrible. It was a 2-day headache. For me at least, if you stop it and you just quit cold turkey for 2 days, it's a pretty fucking rotten headache. It's terrible. You don't feel good. It is a headache. But on that 3rd or 4th day, you feel rebirthed, because now you don't have this like dependency constantly that is just like raising and lowering your brain as you're just ripping nicotine all the time, and then all the other whatever other bullshit that's just constantly coming in. You just feel better. And he said it was the same thing when he quit coffee. I think there was a couple other things he was talking about, but it's like it's the 2 or 3 day headache where if you really just get through it and deal with it, how many feelings of being rebirthed are only 2 or 3 days away? If you really think about it, how changed as a person could you be in just 2 or 3 days if you just commit?
That's gnarly to really think about. Fuck, dude. I've tried a cold turkey so many times. And if anything, it made me more addicted to bowls and weed, because I tried to drown it out with just smoking weed.
Right.
And it did not work
at
all.
That's the thing. You almost have to do them both at the same time, but switch the habit is a big thing. Like for me, whenever I would take breaks, it was reading. That's the only thing, bro, that could help me, is when you get that urge, just have a book with you. And when you get the urge, you're like, fuck it, all right, I'm gonna read. Just read. Take all that time and energy and just put it into reading, and now you associate the urge of smoking with reading. And now that becomes a habit that you translate it with. And with reading, it's a active it's a proactive activity. You're stuck within reading. You kind of think about the story. You're not able to, at least for me, you don't really sidetrack yourself or think about smoking anymore when you're in the story. So whether it's reading, whether it's I don't know, whatever works for you. But
I'm still trying to find that
right,
because I honestly don't really know.
right.
I've like while you were talking about that, I was just thinking on how nothing distracts me from it because, dude, I was just thinking about building Legos just now. Just
Right?
like could remember when I was building that Lego McLaren.
Right, that was
I
sick.
could recall me fiending for the dome while I'm building
Right.
Legos and shit. Or
The other
like
thing too is we just need to get out of the pad.
fishing.
Yes.
Every time I go fish, I don't think about shit besides, oh, I want to fish on my hook right now.
That's the other thing. So I think on this next camping trip that we're planning, let's just go sober and let's go cold turkey over it. I mean, even so, I have this wedding gig that's coming up.
You're
I'm
gonna
not
cold
gonna,
turkey?
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna bring anything. And one thing I notice is when I'm working, it doesn't come up in my mind really.
Mhm.
If I'm just working and I'm on the clock and I'm doing shit, it's not a big deal, and I don't really go through withdrawals because I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm active. I'm doing stuff. I'm in a different environment where I can't really do it. So same thing with camping. When we head out there, let's just go with nothing, not have anything, and just vibe. Let's just enjoy ourselves.
Fuck, dude. I was just thinking about the 450. That wouldn't be
450.
allowed nowhere.
No, I mean, it has a silencer exhaust on it, but
Still,
It's-
nowhere.
no,
It's too much power to be
it's
in
fucked.
forest.
That's why I want to trade it for an XR, a
Mhm.
150, little 150. That would be perfect.
What if you try to do that?
That's what if I
like,
list it.
Larry just starts. I heard a hack. For
If you
buying
listen to this, Pete, I'm
motorcycles.
sorry. I'm gonna be flipping your bike. Anyways,
Yeah, I heard this hack on Facebook Marketplace. Sounds dumb, but it works because I even tried
Mhm.
it out. Type in whatever you want, essentially a car or a motorcycle,
right.
fucking sim rig, anything, and put divorce.
Mm.
You'll find so much shit, and it will
Interesting.
get
Dude,
rid of
I
it
found
no
one.
matter
That's how
what.
I found the XR. There was I was literally looking at this woman was posting the XR. It's like, oh, put 1,000 miles on it, got it for a little under $5,000, selling it for 35. Take it at a loss. I just don't need it anymore. And then I look at everything she's selling. She's selling her man's truck, his bike, his quad, his dune buggy, all of his like
Everything.
memorabilia. You can
And
just
think
tell,
about it.
and it's a woman selling
It's
it.
most
and
of
you're
the
like,
time it's the wife selling it, or the husband's just pussy whipped, and they will get rid of it no matter what price.
Right. I was honestly thinking about that. I was like, I should just offer like 29,
That's what you should do.
$3,000. Just
Like,
fuck.
you could probably find some shit right now.
Right.
Just put in divorced motorcycle.
Exactly.
It's funny because most of the time they're like, I'm going through a divorce. Like, I don't care about this shit. I need as much money as I can.
Right. Exactly. You just need the bread.
But yeah, that's like the hack.
Exactly. That would honestly be pretty beneficial, and especially with that bike, because the amount of possibilities and travel options when it comes to an XR 150. Get your motorcycle license, and then it's so many videos. I mean, because I like riding bikes, but I don't fuck with dangerous ass bike riding. I like living. I like surviving. Ripping it on the freeway is cool. Do your thing. Not me. I will not be on a fucking crotch rocket 500cc and above. Nah, that's not me. But I'll get a little 150, little 200, little adventure bike, a little dual sport, and then I'll ride it to the trails and stuff and take it to go camping and do all that stuff. Adventure motorcycling adventure biking would be what I'm with. So
I think
XR would be it.
I got addicted to wheeling.
The wheelie is it's pretty dope.
Since I wheelied Bessie, bro, I have the amount of confidence to wheelie a 450. It's bad.
Bro, that's terrible.
It's
It was a little
bad.
80. Like if I get the 450, it's oh no. Like I only want to ride it a couple times and then put it away. So like flip it, get an XR.
I really want to get a Grom.
Groms are sick. I think they're also perfect for that same type of thing.
My homie, what he did with his, so he wouldn't fuck up his bike wheeling.
Mhm.
He put a metal bash bar around the headlight,
wheelie bar?
the real
Yeah.
light. So like whenever
Mhm.
you scratch or you go too high, or at least you're landing on the bash bar
Right.
and you're not scratching the paint or anything.
That's smart. That's smart.
But that shit is fun, man.
I know Groms seem pretty fun.
You
They're,
would- I
they're
feel
just
like
a
you would
little
fall in
too
love.
small.
You would fall in love with it.
I would. If I got one, I would have so much fun. That's the problem with it. That's why I kind of want to start with an e-bike.
It's sick
Just
because
get an
you can
e-bike
get
first.
off-road tires.
That's true.
You can take it off-roading, and it has a way more enough like horsepower, not horsepower, cc.
Mm.
to get anywhere or go anywhere.
Right, and it's dude, that's why I want the XR so bad
because it got that extreme look.
It looks nice. It's only a 150. It can get up to 45, 50 miles per hour. I'm not getting on the freeway with it, but that's all I fucking need. Like, I don't really need to be even going on roads where I'm going faster than 50, 55. At least on that thing. And then the tank, it's got like almost like a 300 mile range. I think it's like 2 gallons at least, with like 100 miles per gallon.
They have
It's
no
fucking
torque.
crazy. They don't.
I was riding
They're just like
that white one I sent you. It's like it has less torque than Bessie.
Yeah,
It's crazy, but it's what it's meant for.
yeah.
So
Again, it's not a 2-stroke. It's literally just meant to, it's just commuting.
Yeah,
And that was the thing, is the 450 gets like 18 miles per gallon with like a 1.8 gallon tank or something. So we get like 40 to 50 miles, which isn't. It's meant for track. That's what it's meant for. But I want an XR. I want to be able to mob into the back country. I want to be able to trek across Alaska with like 6 to 8 gas stops, just fucking going.
Oh, dude, there's a fucking video waiting to happen. I'm gonna do that so bad. That trail everyone's been doing. I forget what that spot is called.
That's what I'm saying. Spot. I think I might try to get one around like 21, at least the XR. I don't know. Maybe if it works out and I, make a move with the bike and it makes sense, I could figure it out and get one. But definitely first, I'm getting an e-bike. Just a little band or under e-bike, something that I can mob around with, commute with, and then take to different trails and shit, and just be able to trek out 40, 50 miles total.
Oh, dude, I want a Suron so bad. It's one of my
they're dope.
They look so fun. Like, definitely wouldn't take it to the dunes or anything, but just like seeing how kids are learning how to wheelie on them in fucking a day, and they're doing it so good. I'm like, what the fuck?
They're insane. I don't think I could pay for one, but I'd gladly take one.
I would gladly be gifted one.
Right. It would be amazing. It'd be perfect.
Suron, if you're listening,
sponsor us.
That would be
Please send 2. We'll make funny as a video. We'll break them.
We won't break them. We would destroy them.
Exactly. On camera.
For content.
But yeah, man, it's interesting. We got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff that's building up. And now that we have this podcast going, it's honestly really exciting, because I think it's just another avenue where we can slowly grow. I mean, we're already getting the audio a little better. We're eventually going to get better camera angles. I think this is good enough for now. Eventually get some guests on. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but for me, the goal is I want to eventually get some merch out. Just make as many episodes as possible, bring on nice guests, make it a fun experience for people, and then design our own merch. Something maybe with the logo, maybe just make our own custom ideas and stuff, maybe stemming off of inside jokes from the podcast. Who knows? I'll figure it out. But something where people can support if they want, and then also get some cool merchandise, memorabilia, something dope to wear if they like it already. I was
talking about yesterday, I think I would really want to start selling our photography. Not photography itself, but portraits,
like prints and stuff of our like canvas prints
or like
metal prints.
We should just go on a photography trip, just try to get some cool pictures that could represent just life. And
right.
Like as I'm talking about this, I'm imagining it just like fucking homie chilling in a like fold out chair on the beach, watching the ocean with a beer in his hand,
and then just
joint in the other.
Just life.
Yeah. Like it's not necessarily like it's depicted like that. It's just like an animated one.
Right.
Or some shit.
That would actually be pretty dope. That's a great idea. Just dang, that's cool. Just taking fun moments, or even maybe taking screenshots of videos and stuff that we're doing, or recreating some pictures and stuff, and then just
dude, I sent you something earlier. It was literally like the most simplistic video. Still shot in the trees. It's 3 homies camping. You see all their camping shit.
Yeah.
And they're just chilling by a lake playing fucking hacky sack. So simple. But it's so relatable and such a like eye candy.
Right.
And it puts you in the moment. You're like, oh, dude, I wish I could be doing this right now.
And think about it. We can make some really cool advertisement with stuff like that, where we just make cinematic shorts and like kind of almost a commercial for just a fun, cool time. And then Just Life Clothing Co.
Yep.
Just Life Podcast and Clothing Co. And then just it's just a fun little advertisement. Why not? And like, we have the cameras, we have the content, we have the actors. We're gonna go out there and do that shit anyways.
We got to, man. It's
fun ideas like that we have to start writing down and bringing to life and taking action with.
I just can't wait to see how this all unfolds. Really putting in the time and effort into this. I just want to see it grow.
Right.
I just want to see, I don't know, change. Exactly. Just change in some way or form. Wouldn't mind how or do, but God's it.
Right.
We got the drive and we got the fire to do it.
Exactly. And right now it's just doing it.
Yeah.
We've talked about it for so long. Now it's just putting in the effort and making it happen.
I want to start surfing.
I do too. Surfing would be really fun.
I was literally just watching a podcast clip on my phone. He was just like, people will commute, like quit their job and fight with everyone around them just to go get that wave. Just go surf the wave. The way he was explaining it was just like, when you catch that wave, all stress, all anxiety, everything around you is gone. All you're thinking about is the way your board flows through the water.
Right.
I'm like, dude,
that's insane.
That is like beautiful.
Dude, that's like active meditation, but alongside nature. Because you are locked in like
That's
meditation.
That's exactly what he said. He explained it as meditation. Like surfing is spiritual, as you could say.
100%. I mean, think about it. You're on top of a free-flowing insanely massively large volume of water that is ever flowing alongside the tides in coordination with the moon. It's just getting pulled. And so you are riding these moon waves.
That's crazy.
As they get pulled to the sand that's been broken down over millions, hundreds of millions to billions of years by these moon waves.
By the moon waves, man.
And then you kind of connect with them and glide on top of them. And I can see how that'd be a spiritual experience.
That's a trip we need to go on.
Moon waves.
Just go surf for a day.
Right.
Cruise out hella early, like 5:30 in the morning. And bro, have you ever been surfing?
Once. I've stood up once or twice. I didn't really hold it for very long.
You remember how ass it is to swim out of the shore? Like get past where the waves are getting created. I've gone 9 times, never caught a wave.
Really?
Because I can't deal with getting fucking up on the wave, getting pushed all the way back to shore, and then
having to go all the way out.
Because oh my god, like the specifics is like the duck diving under waves, fucking. I'm ass. Like dog shit at it. My skating and snowboarding does not connect with it at all. But it's really given me this determination to really fucking catch that wave. Right. Because there's been times where I'll stand up and fucking fall off. I'm like, fuck, it's right there. And I'm like, god damn it, dude. I need it's my goal for the year. Catch a wave, maybe become a surfer.
In the summer.
Because all my homies surf. Like everyone that I snowboard with surfs. And they always try to get me to go. I'm like, fuck that. Because I'm going to be dead after the first time paddling out. It's like it's like
tiring.
It's the most gnarly workout I've done.
I mean, same thing with the rock climbing that we just did. That was insane. The pain my body was in, not even really pain, because it was more soreness, not like physical hurt, but the tendons that I didn't even know were there were just
done,
just cooked.
Yeah, my fingers,
all throughout my shoulders, my legs as well.
Oh, dude. And it made me regret cracking my fingers so much.
Yes.
Because it doesn't feel right when you're grabbing on super tight with all
You have no
your
cushion.
hand strength. You're like, what the
There's too much pressure.
fuck? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like your bones are getting pushed together type shit.
Literally. And that's, I haven't really cracked my knuckles since. I've been trying to stop.
I just cracked my knuckles.
I want to go back. I want to go back and do
You
that
gotta
pretty
conquer
often.
the red one.
Mm-hmm. I got my ass whooped by this one set at this rock climbing gym. I almost got it, but it whooped my ass, and then I sliced open my hand, and then I was like, nah, okay, I'm done.
I think the only one that got me was that yellow one. Me and Dutch were trying.
Yeah.
Bro, me and him both.
That
couldn't
one
do
was
it.
crazy.
It's just like, I think that one's just gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, you get put in the middle of two obstacles you have to get to, and one's like more than an arm's length away.
Damn. So
So
you really gotta,
You gotta stretch it
like
out.
Nathan Drake.
Yeah, you gotta stretch it out and really try to catch it, and gain all your strength back when you get on
like
it.
just like
I'm
a monster.
Yeah, dude, it's
That's
fucked.
crazy. I know that's another one that all those physical activities like hiking, rock climbing, surfing, snowboarding, biking, all that stuff, boxing, jiu-jitsu, all that stuff are physical paths that kind of just improve you as a person, improve your willpower, your determination, your physical health, effort, and I don't know, build character.
Yeah.
Builds character.
Hold up. Okay, never mind. It's catching my audio.
Hold up, hey.
Yeah. Pull up in the big 450.
Pop it and twist it. It's so dumb. But yeah, like that's a bunch of different stuff that I want to build up and start doing consistently. Because now that I'm trying to go into the unemployed life, not even unemployed life, but self-employed life, I have a lot of time to coordinate, and I want to coordinate it wisely and do all the stuff that I've wanted to do. If I want to go snowboarding and I want to go surfing, then we know when summer is going to be. Like, fuck, I just schedule the time.
Really go next week.
Right, exactly. And I think
We could plan it for
so. I come back
Monday.
Sunday. I think I'll be here Sunday, and I don't really think I'll have to look. I don't think I have a bunch planned next week other than studio sessions with Ryan. So,
Let's do
and
it.
then working on Ryan's car Wednesday. But I think
So that's next week.
next week.
I was forgetting. I thought it was yesterday, and I was tripping the fuck
Oh,
out.
yeah, no, that's next week. So I think maybe that weekend, if not the weekend after. But let's just plan it. Let's schedule it out. I'll put it on my calendar. You can put it on yours. And I'll try to just, if I get any gigs and stuff, I'll work around those days. I won't be available. Let's go. I want to go back to Yosemite so bad. That's a big thing.
I really want to show you Mono.
We can go there. I mean,
know.
we can go there for a day and spend a day in Mono and then go to Yosemite and
Like that trip we're planning.
right.
Like there's so many beautiful camping grounds, views, everything in those mountain ranges. Like you can go from Redwoods, zip over to Yosemite, zip over to Mammoth. Mono's in between
Right.
both Mammoth and Yosemite. You could go to fucking SF for a day.
There's so much there.
There's so much shit around there.
So I think if we let's plan out like a Thursday through Sunday or something. Let's spend another 4 days, but let's just go as like nomads. Let's just bounce between camping spot to camping spot.
There's nomads. It makes me think of Aang.
Right.
The group they
The
encounter.
nomad.
The Aang nomad.
And pie show.
I'm gonna beat you in pie show. Dude, we got some good fucking audio clips for today.
Pie show.
Fucking A.
Yeah, we can go to Mono and then go up to Yosemite Valley and then go up high. There's so much to do, and I just want to start doing it. I just want to make it happen and make it cheap, but make it happen. That's the big thing. Just sick of talking about wanting to go to Yosemite and wanting to do all these things and wanting to start the bit. Let's just
Go.
make it happen. And we're starting. We're making it happen.
Gotta I want to take you on a paintballing trip.
Paintballing is fun. I've only ever been airsofting.
It's so fun, bro. Like feels like you're in COD.
Right. Let's go up. Let's go somewhere up there. Find just some place to stop by for a day, and then
Dude, there's a lot in just around that area in Texas.
dude, that would be
There's so many.
Just stop somewhere dope and go on a dope ass paintballing day. Rent gear.
Dude, yeah. I want to go paintballing. I want to go fucking hunting really bad.
Hunting. I want to
Like
go.
that's
So
like
bad.
that's on my bucket list.
I need to get a rifle, and then let's go hunt some boar. Maybe a nice buck.
buck.
A nice buck.
In skydiving.
You should go
I haven't
skydiving.
fucking gone
I don't
yet.
think I'd go again. I might.
It's gnarly, huh?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those things where I'm glad I experienced it. I just don't think I care to do
Enough
it
to do
again. Yeah, like it's dope, but why do it again if I already... Why take such a risk if I already did it once? You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm low-key kind of a adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, you'll probably get hooked on it.
I'll get hooked on that
It's
shit.
fun. It's worth it. It's pretty expensive though. It was like $225.
Yeah.
It's fucking expensive.
And it's another 100 for a video.
That was the thing. I didn't do a video. If you're gonna go, do a video. 'Cause
I want that shit documented.
for real. Those are fun.
Have that shit to show our kids and
Right.
shit. That shit would be fucking...
Oh, skydiving. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Dude, it's crazy to think, like, what's life gonna be like in 10 years?
Dude, I think about that all the time, and it kind of breaks my brain because I have these moments in my life where, and I did this 10 years ago, I'll think, oh my God, what is my life going to be like in 5 years, in 10 years? And I'm, say, 10. And now I'm about to turn 20. And I can literally, within the moment that I was predicting, I can remember my memory and think back, oh, I remember when I was 10 years ago, thinking about what is life going to be like in 10 years? It's this weird, super trippy Matrix type effect. It's interesting. But it always blows my mind to where you are and what you are doing and how much life has changed. Like,
It's weird.
we're going to be on
Like,
a whole different level.
when you're a kid, your eyes have different lenses to color, and that morning, I don't know, like mornings when you're a kid, bro, hit different. Hear the like, ooh,
The fucking birds, the
outside
doves.
and shit. I swear I'd never wake up to hearing birds anymore. I don't hear shit.
I hear them over here.
I hear cars.
I know, there's so
Fucking
many more
sirens
cars.
and shit.
Oh,
That's what I miss the most, dude. Like
right.
when life was a mystery, and now, like,
Yeah.
you know how your life's gonna go. At least not necessarily how it goes, but you know how it's gonna be like,
Right.
or
Well,
what to expect.
you have a more well-developed understanding of life and the progression of it, I guess.
Like as a kid, you're oblivious to fucking
To everything. You don't know where you're going. Mom, why are we going to the store?
Mom, I want fucking McDonald's. That is the only thing I want in life.
We can't have
chicken nuggets.
We have McDonald's at home.
Yeah, those boof ass Dino Nuggets, dude. Disgust. I hated Dino Nuggets as a
Right,
kid.
but you were oblivious to everything, so you're just like, I want fucking McDonald's. And now you're like, I really don't want McDonald's. That shit's it's terrible for you.
Bro, there was a
it's
time, like,
fucked.
even in middle school, like, that's all I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking McDonald's. I
Right.
wanted a caramel frap and
There was something about
two
getting it.
McChickens.
Right.
Like, that shit was that's honestly crazy to think about. I was so fucking unhealthy. In middle school, there was this main McDonald's everyone would go to. Like, everyone would chill there till like 4 or 5, just
Fuck.
kicking it, doing random shit.
Yeah.
And like there were skate spots all around.
Just eating.
It's sick though, because it was like the meetup spot for everyone.
Right. Everybody would just
Like
post up.
everyone could connect there. Everyone would have like everyone from one school. It was crazy because across the street there's another middle school, and then up the street where we were was our middle school.
Damn.
So we could connect with so many different kids there, and like there would be fucking fights there and shit.
Right. That was the
Like,
spot.
they would either be the beef spot or the fucking
The kick it.
connection spot.
Yeah.
I meet up all your homies, pick up your weed, pick up whatever Nick
What you needed.
Yeah. And then you could go home. It's like that was my everyday routine from 6th to 8th grade, going to that McDonald's.
Just eating so much.
Dude, I probably spent
Fuck.
like $500.
Just
Like
on
almost
fast
probably
food.
more
Mhm.
on fucking fast food.
Yeah, for me, dude, it was bad. And my freshman year when I was going to shop across the street was the Rite Aid and then Jack in the Box.
Ah.
So you'd go get Jack in the Box some days, just slop. And then what I would consistently do almost every day of freshman year is I would go and get the 2 for $1 Arizona iced teas, or the flavored ones, like the good ones. And I would drink the whole thing once every day. And then I look at them at the end of the year. They had like 80 fucking grams of sugar in a one bottle.
Bro.
80 per day. No, and I'm sitting here wondering like, oh, why am I so chunky? Oh, I'm just going through
why
puberty.
do I feel like shit?
Yeah, why am I
Because
like,
drank
come
soda
on, bro?
all day.
You're just taking liquid IVs of sugar. Like, come on, chill out.
Fucking A. I remember Yeah, when I was during COVID, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Vista with my friends. I ate every day at Cane's for
Oh,
like 2 years,
well, Cane's is so good, but fuck, man.
bro. Because it was when it was first put down there. Like no, there's no.
It was
Cane's
so
around
popular.
It was so popular,
Mhm.
and like, oh no, like if you went to Cane's during that time, you could see everyone you know.
You just
like,
knew, yeah.
Yeah, you'll see so many people you like know throughout
Mhm.
hanging out or some shit. Like, I met with one of my best friends living there, working there, and he
Damn.
was just chilling there, and I was like, it was random as fuck. I was like crossfaded as fuck, and I was just like, yo, could you hook it up? Like, hook it up with some chicken strips or some shit. And he was like, yeah, man, I got you. I was like, really? And he hooked it up, and after that, I saw him at the skate park,
That's a move.
and I was like, you fucking skate, man? Fuck yeah.
That's hard.
And then I got the forever hookup at Cane's.
That's
I would get a
dope. What a turn
discount
of
every
events.
time I went. I was like, yo, dude, this is the dream.
Dude, that's solid. What a turn of events.
And the skate park was down the street, so like anytime I got hungry, bro, I'd
You're
just
like,
fucking
all
skate
right,
over to
some
Cane's,
free Cane's.
get a half off
Oh.
Cane's.
So good.
And then all I would do is just DM him and be like, yo, you working
You
right
there?
now?
I'm coming.
I'm coming, dude.
You better be there.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's fun.
I feel like COVID was a gnarly time for me.
Mhm.
One, I'm a skater, so everything's closed and I can go basically skate and do whatever I
Anywhere.
want.
You can
without being
skate
kicked
anywhere
out.
but the place you're supposed to skate because
Yeah.
skate parks are closed.
Fuck SD County for shutting down all parks. That was retarded.
That was terrible.
Bro, that was like a slap in the face to everyone, all the skaters.
But you
dude.
can skate at the courthouses because
Yeah.
nobody's there to kick you out.
You can go skate at the bank and
No one's there.
nobody will do shit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Back in the day, if you skate in front of any store, you're done.
Right.
Getting the cops called.
Go to the
Karen-
skate park.
Yeah, fuck you.
Now as you go to the skate park and it's like, go outside.
Dude, it's crazy.
You're not allowed to skate here.
Like you see all
Go
the
inside.
videos of like Karens running up on kids for like being outside or like
Yes.
doing something outside.
Some bullshit, bro.
You tell us all our lives to go outside and have
Mhm.
fun, and when we do, we're like
Put on a
fucking
mask.
issue. Like yeah, dude.
Like,
Oh my god,
Dude,
the
COVID was
masks.
the world literally went
retarded.
insane for a little bit. Yeah, it was just
They went
off the
retard.
rails.
Oh, I can't say that.
they went retard. That shit is true though. Like the world just went weird because I mean I don't blame everybody. Nobody knew what was going on, but just the way it was all the whole time period, it felt like a weird blip in history where everything. It's like in Gravity Falls when Bill takes over and he sends out the weirdness wave. That's like what happened. All of a
The
sudden we got these killer
weirdness
bees,
wave.
the killer wasps. We've got what else? There was all sorts of different shit that happened.
Dude, remember the locust problem?
Yeah, that was
Dude,
like
that
coming
was,
in and just swarming
Like
and taking out
killing
everything.
all farm life and shit
Right.
for a while.
Oh,
That was fucked.
and then everybody was masked up, and then we were allowed to go out, and then we weren't, and then coming back to school, and then oh my god, there's variants. COVID is back. It is back and better than ever, baby. And then, then
Dude,
you gotta
I
get
feel-
vaccinated, and then like oh my god,
That shit was
So
just
wild.
a huge. It was a market gold mine for the government.
so many people made money, and so many people gave up their rights so quickly. And then we all forget about it. We're just going back normal day to day, and we're like, oh yeah, COVID was 4 years ago now, 3 years ago.
And the toilet paper.
Forget about it. The toilet paper, bro.
Bro.
Where people are fiending and hoarding toilet paper because you think that the market's going to shut down and
toilet
that's your
paper
biggest priority.
and fucking hand sanitizer, bro.
Right. Remember when we had to spray down groceries with Lysol? And we're like, oh my God,
Dude,
what if
this
it's
is-
airborne?
this is
Well, it is
gone.
airborne, but it's like, what if it survives on and somebody sneezed 8 aisles down and it's got on it?
Like, it almost made me just want to go cough in people's faces. Just to piss them the fuck off. Because, like, I can't. Like, I couldn't breathe without a mask on, without someone
I
getting
fucking hated
pissed.
the masks. They were terrible.
I was doing fucking summer school during that
Mhm.
shit. You would be kicked out of the classroom if you didn't put your mask on.
And then they don't work. It was just,
Ugh.
it
I
was
hated it.
just,
And it
What do they
ruined
call
social
it?
life for most of our generation
Right.
barely going into high
it
school.
was just for optics.
Yeah.
It just because you wanted it to seem like you were doing something right. And they don't scientifically work unless it's an KN95.
Dude, think about the amount of money street vendors made off custom masks.
No. But think
the
about
gas station masks that were fabric.
Here's the thing. Think about the people that mandated the masks, that knew that everybody was going to have to wear the masks, and then bought stock into mask manufacturers right before COVID happened. So not saying that anybody did that, but think about how much money you would make if you did that and you knew that people were going to have to wear masks.
God, they're probably making...
Or if you're just the average Joe.
Like, Meow, what was his name? About the GameStop?
Roaring Kitty.
Roaring Kitty, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's just the average Joe too. You just know that maybe you just make a crazy, wild investment. You know, everybody thinks that you're dumb. Oh my God, why'd you pull out your 401k to put into mask manufacturing? Fuck it, man. I just got a dream.
And
then COVID happens. I had this premonition that this is the way.
This is the way.
We have to. Everybody's gonna stink so bad. We're gonna need masks. So I'm gonna just manufacture them. And then COVID happens, and now he's a multi-billionaire because he capitalized on good investments.
He's like a co-executive now in
right.
mask production.
Mask production.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
So dumb.
Oh my God, that was degrading time for at least for the US.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was looking at shit into Canada and shit. They weren't going to that big of extent. They weren't.
No, they were.
They were.
Dude, Canada was terrible.
It was worse.
Dude, it was like a communist country.
Was it?
Dude, Canada was bad.
Dude, I swear I watched something that was like a different country that wasn't as bad on it.
Definitely wasn't Canada. Because Canada, they don't have guns, and so they just got like completely shut down, locked down. You would get like
arrested.
I'm pretty sure you would get like arrested if you were like caught out and doing all sorts of stuff.
That's fucking.
That was
gnarly.
where they shut down. There was the trucker riots, and then like
they were I saw that
taking what do they call it? Not staticking. What is it called? Where like you kind of like disable somebody's bank account and take their money. Yeah, because like they were getting GoFundMes for their protests and stuff, and they were literally taking the money.
Dude, that's
and disabling it or
gnarly.
sending it back and doing all sorts of crazy shit. It was just all sorts of stuff, and they went for a while. I'm pretty sure they were still in the mask mandate, the lockdown mandate. It was interesting. I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain that like it went. Trudeau, I think is his name. The dude that was running it went like fucking full dictator.
Jesus,
and it was
Christ.
Interesting.
Yeah, fuck that.
Right.
That's actually gnarly.
But that's what happens when everybody freaks out and you can be manipulated. And you don't have guns. So you don't have a say in anything.
I feel like that's only Cali with us. We're not.
Well, look at what happened to Cali. Almost every other state other than all the big city states that decided to give up their rights. The rest of them were fine pretty much. Like look at Texas. They opened up early. Economy stayed good. Everybody was able to go about their lives like yeah, the people that had comorbidities that were already going to get fucked up by it, it just happened earlier, but...
Yeah, I feel bad about all the mom and pop shops.
Exactly. Like 90% of family-owned business
needed.
Or at least within like restaurants especially.
Fucking Burger King and...
But McDonald's, your business is not essential, Hayden Acasio. I know your family... I know this has been in your family for generations. They moved here 30, 40 years ago. I know you grew up needing the bread for your father's bakery, but you're not essential,
bro.
But if you need bread, go to Walmart and you can get some some fake bread, bro. Like what?
Like I remember, you
can go to Walmart, go to McDonald's,
San Diego and shit. A little bit after COVID got shut down, and it was after all the riots.
Oh my God,
bro. It was
the riots,
dog. Like
the riots.
I went. It was like Maine downtown, like SD. All the big ass buildings. It looks like SF there. Fucking all boarded up. Like whole fucking roads were boarded up because they're like, dude, we're not getting hit by this shit. We're not getting raided.
The riots were insane. Like just seeing how quickly like mob mentality forms and people want to take advantage of situations, because the riots started for a reason, and everybody knows the reason for the George Floyd riots, but it became people just capitalizing on anarchy to where you just smash it up because you can and you want to steal stuff.
They're allowed to go do whatever the fuck they want, and it was during the time cops or like all police was going to be unfunded or defunded.
Right, they were trying to defund the police.
That's
a weird time.
Dumb.
So dumb. Like I understand the premise, but think it through.
Think about all the cops that did save
and
people.
all the people that were really supporting it were people like, I love seeing these memes where it's like people are like, it's like a picture of their house or they're talking about their neighborhood and it's like, oh, like we need to defund the police, like they're doing more help than good, we can defend ourselves. And then in their window is like a private security sign, ADT and security sign. So then it's like, oh, so like you have the money to pay to be privately taken care of and have private security, but nobody else should have public help or security or anything like that. I don't know. It's a touchy subject, but
it is.
It was a weird time where it became so us versus them. You either thought that cops were pigs and like Nazis, or
like what you said about your friend
them.
That had her dad was a police officer.
Yeah.
Like, oh, your dad's a police officer? He's probably a fucking asshole.
Right.
He's a piece of shit.
He's probably a piece of shit, and you're probably a piece of shit because you're his daughter.
Like, dude, what the fuck?
So dumb.
Bro? That's retarded.
It's just like it's a cult. It's cult thinking. It's when people just think one thing, and then you hide all information, you stray away from it, and then you push away and what's it called? Ostracize people that don't believe in it and are moving out of the group.
That could be like used in anything. A lot of things, like
football.
The government's
sports.
I feel like government is like the biggest cult, and the whole like two sides. Like with government, there's always one and two.
Right,
like it's never system. They're never together. Nobody are all working,
and everybody
one-on-one.
People benefit from there being two parties and people being so
I see
polarized.
More fights happen about government talks and debates and shit than having it resolved. And oh my god, the riots about random bullshit like, oh, I'm a Biden fan. I don't know, I'm a Donald Trump fan.
Dude, politics in general,
much.
like for me, it's such a weird subject. I hate talking about politics because what are you going to do? That's my thing, is I can have my standpoints on... I wouldn't really even consider myself left or right. I don't like saying that. If I was to just be broad, I would say I probably fall somewhere in the center 5% pushed right-ish, something like that. If I were to put broad terms on it, but even then it's like, I just like to be an open thinker. I like to have my own opinions on things. I try not to let other people around me... you are just going to be influenced by everybody around you, but I try not to let other information
cloud
No. I bring in all other information, but I try not to let other opinions cloud mine. So I don't know. I'd consider myself more of a centrist. For me, it's just, I think people should be happy. I think people should have freedom. I think they should have freedom of speech, being able to own land, being able to build their own businesses, being able to save up stuff, do what they want to do, have freedom of just living your own life. But I also think that you should pay taxes, and I think we should have a government, but the government should be for us, and we should be able to regulate it. And
not for them.
Not for like, where are our taxes going? I know you, like, it tells me that I go to Social Security, and then go state tax, federal tax, and then it's like, but where does it go out past that? I know we vote for stuff, and it like goes to this like funding for that, but can I see it? Where are the graphs? Where are the audits? Where you're allowed to see all of our, where like if you suspect us and you don't know where our money is going, oh well, I need to see every single bank record and every statement, and if you don't, you're being put in jail for the rest of your life. But the government is for the people, not the other way around. And then it plays into that whole idea of the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve, the government reserve of money, but it's not a government organization. It is a private private organization intertwined with the government organization. And so
that's what I hate the most. It's like the biggest loophole of secrets and bullshit and disgusting shit our government has done. Like, I don't know, just I bet they use most of our money to build fuck shit to destroy other countries, or I don't know, mainly just use it for their own benefit.
Right. It's
like I don't think they use it for anything positive.
It's like Wolf of Wall Street shit, to where it's like when you start making money, especially on that scale, you become a wolf. It's literally just make more money, do what you got to do, make more. You don't think about the consequences of your actions or other people or positive effects of it. It's just
like, look at the
it's like a virus. Like, it's like vampire.
The opiate, like all opiates being created by the government, and all pharmacies and hospitals and everything runs through the government.
Well, that's the thing is but they do and they're not. They're not government organizations or government.
They're being paid by the government.
Yeah, they're private organizations and private businesses that are intertwined with the government, to where they make so much money that they can fund government. You can fund different laws and legislations that you need to go through. You can fund different political parties or different politicians, and that's how it works. It's just like you're private, but you're not.
Yeah,
it's the same thing with the federal government. It's private, but it's not. It's
like half and half.
It's like it's public money. It's a Federal Reserve, but it's not. It's just a banking system. It's weird.
It's a loophole, man.
But yeah, I don't like to talk about politics because it just is what it is, and I don't know.
Like, look at what it did. We mentioned it once,
and then now it's like lowers the vibe. And like I want to be able to be educated to vote properly and like still exercise my right to vote, but I can't do it all the time, man. It's too much. It's too much energy. It's too much emotional turmoil.
I think it's just I want to move away from this country so bad, so I don't think I'm ever gonna vote.
Right.
Like I get it. I hate the whole presidency, like how it works. Oh, let's put this face that represents all of the United States when you know for a fact they're doing nothing.
Right.
It's for the media.
Exactly.
Like I want to see the people that are actually doing shit.
It's the administration and all that shit.
It's like fucking Donald Trump was just a meme for his whole 4 years of presidency. Like he didn't really do shit besides be a fucking a corn meme.
Right. And now we have like Weekend at Bernie's.
Dude, oh my god, I can't even talk about it.
It's interesting, man. But yeah, like for me, it's just I want to move out of California because I really do believe that this is probably this is the best place that you can live on Earth. I think.
Thing to say. Will that record if that's all?
Good. Let's double check. Still going. Okay.
Bet.
Continue. But yeah, I definitely 100% think that this is the best place that you can live on the world just because of your freedom. You do not have freedom anywhere else.
Yeah.
So, but my problem is we lived in California our whole lives. So like we live in this weird like neo-communist central area where like neo-Marxism and Leninism is just like slowly indoctrinating the culture on top of just other crazy dumb ideas. It's too many people stacked on top of each other. That's plain and simple.
Yeah, dude, like California, they're never going to stop building apartments, neighborhoods, huge ass fucking buildings and factories. That shit will never stop, and it's going to keep going till we're probably gone.
We'll never get healthier in California.
No.
That's for sure.
Fuck no.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I feel like we've been seeing construction happen for all our lives.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't hit us until we're like probably 10. Like, oh, what's up with all this construction? Why is it taking so fucking long for me to go home and take a nap?
Right.
What's going on here? Like, I started realizing that shit really young and just seeing like everything change. Everything's different. The amount of different people I see here now.
Right.
How many fucking apartments are being flooded in on
so
every street.
Many. All the roads that are being worked on to be expanded. It's like
it's good for fucking business and
commerce,
like,
but
who gives a fuck at that point?
But it's not good for us?
No, like
For whose
it's-
business? That's
it
my
just
thing.
feels
Is like,
crowded here, bro. Like you can't leave your house over like past 6, man.
right.
You're staying in your pad because you do not want to sit in 45-minute fucking
Right,
traffic
it's
to go get
terrible.
food.
To go get food.
Like I really been timing how long it takes to like go somewhere from the house,
Mhm.
come back, or not even go like
It's like 20 minutes wherever you want to go.
no matter what.
20 minutes there, 20 minutes back.
Like when
Not
I went to
including
the
getting the
clinic
food
with
there.
Ryan earlier, what 45 to almost an hour gone.
Just to, yeah, it's like
fuck, dude.
think
The
about how
amount
much
of-
time and then the environment and the influence that the environment has on you, where it's just cars and roads and concrete
And
and,
the
buildings
fucking-
and apartments and fake trees and grass.
Oh my god, and just breathing in all the fucking pesticides being blown everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere you go, you'll see
Sprayed.
some fucker with a fucking pesticide
Oil
gun.
tanker of poison that's just spraying
like,
on all the
holy
weeds.
shit. And you can't even run around your like go on a run or some shit
And get
without
like feeling like you're having
getting
fresh.
hotboxed by
Yeah.
fucking car fumes and
And I guess it's first world problems, but again, it's a choice of like, if we don't want to live here, we can leave.
Yeah.
So that's where, we're gonna be here for another year or two. It sucks. I would like to leave now, but I cannot wait to move out to North Carolina or Tennessee or like a
Just
nice
somewhere where you
area
can see
wide open.
nature. Like with here, like you can't go
Get some land,
anywhere
get some
around
property.
here
I want
without
to
fucking
have a bike.
neighborhood.
Like have a bike on my property and just rip around, have my own a little spot where I can go fish.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good. And then you want to go meet the neighbor, we'll cruise a minute that way, and he's just a mile that way, and there's his property. And then you want to go into town, okay, there's 20,000-30,000 people that live there, and then you go get your food. It's simple living. That's
Mhm.
all I'm looking for.
Not let's go spend 3 fucking hours at a Costco and
Right.
Winco
And here's the
spend $700 on
oh my
food.
god, let's $5.50 for a gallon of gas.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
dude.
you got to fill up your pantry. Well, it's gonna be around like $400 or $500 if you want to go for the whole
It's
couple
gonna be taking
weeks.
like half your paycheck because
Like
we only
what?
make $1,500.
Oh, you
want to
paycheck. Live somewhere?
Oh, hold all your money gone.
You want to live somewhere?
No
Well,
money for you.
Our 1-bedroom studio apartments are $1,500
to live out here? You were working full time.
a month. Dude, it's terrible.
You have
You're full time and
2
bunked
days
up,
off.
and you're bunked up with 2 other people barely making it.
My homie just went through that. He was living in a 3-bedroom apartment.
Mm.
Horrible. Cockroaches. Like, it's actually worst of the
Disgusting.
worst. He's living with... So, it's 2 people... 5 people
That's terrible.
with 1 bathroom.
Oh,
And he's paying
could not do it.
$800
$800 with 5 people?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I could not do that.
Dude.
See, like
And
my
he's working
thing,
full time.
dude.
He can't
At
do
that
anything.
point, it doesn't. At that point, I would just work at Amazon and transfer my wage
Exactly.
and just work. Because okay, here's my thing: if we can make it to where these businesses and these stuff that we're starting up can make us like $2,000 to $3,000 a month, enough to sustain us here, we can go anywhere, man. It's so much cheaper.
Dude, I want to get hooked up with a clinic job like Dutch.
You can.
Not necessarily what he's doing,
Mm-hmm.
but like, I could. My friend's mom. Oh shit! My friend's mom did this.
Mhm.
So she would go. She would work for one main pharmacy,
Mm-hmm.
and all she would do is go around to all these pharmacies around their area and pitch this drug. Sounds fucked.
Oh yeah, you're a sales rep. You're a drug
Yeah,
rep.
you're a sales rep.
Mhm.
But oh my god, you make so
Yeah,
much.
You make a lot of
fucking
dough,
money.
but you have to be a chick with big tits. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about a dude trying to pitch a drug.
Yeah. It's just holy shit. The amount of money
They
is in
can
that.
make big money. Stupid amounts
That's
of
what
money.
my aunt does. She's a pharmaceutical rep,
Mm,
and she's got hooked up with this like the main person that owns the drug and
yeah.
owns the manufacturer of the drug.
Mhm.
So
That's
she's-
how
she. Oh my god.
that's
she
how the
makes
whole,
so much fucking money.
Purdue Pharma thing happened with the opiates. Literally that whole thing. They would just get a bunch of really hot college graduates.
No,
And then they would just be like, okay,
pitch this
you
drug
guys are
to
really
all these
hot. We
horny
need, we
pharmacists.
go to all these old doctors and you got to pitch this drug and get them to sell the most and the most and the most and the most, and everybody makes money. It's dumb. And then they were banging the doctors and just to get them to make more money. It's like they were drug dealers in a way.
Yeah.
You really are a drug dealer. You're a
fucking
legal drug
dealer.
dealer. It's crazy, but you make bank. You make legal bank, which is crazy. It's insane.
It's crazy, bro. Like in California, you need a hustle of some sort to be living comfortably. Not even comfortably, like just to live. You
Right.
have to have a full-time job and a hustle.
And that's where I think us doing this shit and making wise investments on crypto stocks and then just making money, building up our businesses. Like I said, if we can make a solid $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Okay, let's say $2,000 a month, right? Each of us. And it's me, it's you, it's Ryan. I don't know, fuck it, say it's Jaden, right? Or even if it's just me, you, and Ryan. And then we want to move out there and my parents are moving out there doing whatever. And we figured out, okay, so Rissa out in Missouri, they're renting a house for $1,400. A two bed, 2 bath, monthly $1,400.
Okay.
Older home, but it's a house for $1,400. We could probably go to the same North Carolina, Tennessee area for $2,000 a month. What we would pay for an apartment here,
So,
we could get a house and be
if-
renting out.
How much would it be to buy, say, all the lumber for a house?
See, that's the what we should really prepare for is building property
we
somewhere.
could drop $200,000, $400,000 to own a house somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
or take all that money and build your dream house.
Right.
And then
and do it like. Sorry, continue.
save a lot of money to buy.
Exactly.
Dude, and I could camp for fucking however long while building a house,
Right.
dude. Or like,
Well, that's the thing. If we save up like $10,000-$15,000 each, say we save up $20,000 each, or you score big, we have 20 grand each, and then it's like a total of 60, 80, and we put a down payment on this nice 10-acre property that already has electrical and sewage hookups, and then boom, so we're taking all of it. We get a nice $200,000 loan, like you said, and we had 60 down between all of us, and now we get the land, we build a nice property on it, a really good property that we can rent out, and then we build tiny homes around the property in different spots. Now we live in the tiny homes, they're enough for us to enjoy ourselves, live and do what we want to do, and now that big house is just rented out and makes more money, and then it's paying off its mortgage. And then once that's paid off, now we can live there, or we can continue to rent it out, or buy more property, and then it almost like pays for itself. Like if your mortgage is fucking $2,000 and then you're renting out for 25, $3,000, or whatever price, whatever your scales up, it just makes sense. It's fun. We're gonna do a lot of dope shit. It's gonna be crazy, man. But for now, we just gotta make these businesses happen. We gotta look forward. We gotta live in the moment. Not really worry about that. We'll get there. We'll get to the houses and property, but it doesn't matter. Right now, it doesn't matter.
this is the grind time.
Yeah, it's grind time. We're in motion. We want to stay in motion. No need to worry about future stagnation
Mm-hmm.
in a way.
I'm just hyped we got this shit going, man.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like finally, I don't know, heading somewhere.
Exactly.
Instead of, I feel like we would be going into a circle.
Right.
We would like, when we come in the middle of it, we're like, make that 1 day, 2 day of content,
Right.
edit it, boom, 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 it's posted, then it's
Fall off.
and then, oh, we want to film something 2 weeks later, film it, edit it, and then it's another like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Like, I don't know. I just want to be able to keep this everyday thing.
Right.
Like, that's my main goal. I want to get content every day, or at least post something every day, or film something, finish up a video. I don't know.
Right.
Anything.
Exactly. It has to be daily.
Mm-hmm.
Just progressing daily. Just making it all happen. Making more content.
It's not like, oh, we have to dedicate our whole fucking day to do it. It's just like, we should at least put 2 to 3 hours a day into making something creative.
Exactly.
Doesn't even have to be a video. Like,
Just schedule it
could be
out.
fucking
Anything. Just schedule the time and commit it to it. And even if you make nothing, it doesn't matter. You put in the effort.
Yeah.
You tried and you built towards the next project. So good shit, bro. We're making this happen.
And this shit's getting a lot more easier and comfortable.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm able to just fucking sit here and
Just
talk
post up and have a
forever.
conversation. This shit's fun. But yeah, so later we're gonna film a little
barbecue
little barbecue video, some outdoor video, something cinematic. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, this has been a fun one. It's been a nice one. I think we're getting to the swing of things. Thank you everybody for watching. I don't even know if the camera's still going, but oh well. Oh no, it's definitely not.
It's not. I see.
But appreciate everybody that has just clicked on it, or especially if you've watched up to this point.
Greatly
Fucking
appreciated.
Bless your soul.
For real, man.
Bless your soul.
It's not even about the viewer, like the amount. It's just who gives a fuck to
Right.
listen to
If
us
you
talk.
actually enjoy what we're saying, that's fucking dope. Hell yeah. Wish you the absolute best. Thank you for watching the Just Life podcast. I'm Gavin.
I'm Hayden, and have a great rest of y'all's night or day.
Amazing rest of your day and or night. Adios.
Laters.